guys, it's Vander here and I want to talk about Zyra. So Zyra could see a lot of play in during Worlds. It got really popular there. Why is it good? It's really strong in laning phase, and after controlling the lane really well you can roam to your team. It also scales really good as support mage, so later in the game it does really a lot of damage. Basically after every game you can see yourself at the damage done charts, and also it creates big zone in team fights with her snare and ultimate. So in early game you want to start with 3 potions, cookies I guess because of masteries, and Support Ace Edge, the blue item. Early game in your lane you want to be in the lane as soon as possible. You kinda don't want to leash for the jungle. Sometimes unfortunately you can, but if you don't, just try to hide in the first brush with your ADC. Be careful there, cause a lot of people know Zyra wants to do it, so you have to evaluate if you're gonna win the level 1 fight with your ADC. So if you get to the outside brush in bot lane, you want to put as much seeds before the creeps come to lane. If you manage to do it, you can control the lane really well from that point. If you're losing the trade, try to push with your Q on the plants, and then basically your combo is QW and out-attack enemy champions, and it procs Thunderlord instantly. For lane, you want to max Q for more damage, but if you see that the lane goes really smoothly and you might not need to invest in Q, you obviously want your E leveled up more because it makes your snare longer, so later in teamfights you can combo much easier with your ultimate's knockup, so people cannot flash out of it. In lane you want to control the lane, then at level 6 you have big burst potential with Ignite. You can basically one-shot any champion with some help from ADC, especially someone like Jhin or Caitlyn. In mid game you have to be really careful when you approach enemy mid laner, especially because you're kinda squishy as a support, you build it offensively, so be careful to not get one shot by someone like Victor or Cassiopeia. Obviously you can one shot them too if you are the first to catch them, so try to camp in the brushes on pink wards and try to strike them when they don't see you, so together with your team you can take them down. So after taking your lane tower you will most likely go to mid, and then you can try to control the whole game. When you're laning in mid lane with your ADC, you can, what I'm most likely doing is just to hide in the mid lane side brushes, and if I see any action on side lanes I quickly go there. If not, I just try to catch whoever is defending mid lane. In late game when you get your core items, I believe you can start going more alone. You're not that squishy anymore, and you can dish out more damage than most of the champions in the game, so you shouldn't be scared anymore. If you snare someone and put 2 seeds on him and then follow it up with ultimate and Q, you pretty much always force a flash, so try to do it and mind your position in team fights so you don't go down too fast. You're a big damage threat on your team. Items, you start with the Support Ace Edge and 3 potions, then you want to buy mobility boots fast. Some people go magic pen boots, but I prefer to be more mobile and have more move speed to catch people with my snares. Obviously I prefer to build sidestone before mobies on Zyra, because you don't want to roam that much, you prefer to stay in lane and control the lane. And then when you have mobies and sidestone, I upgrade sidestone, the blue one, so you have more wards early on. After controlling the lane your roams are more effective, you can put more vision for the team. Then you go for damage, you start building damage now. First you build Haunting Guys and you upgrade it to Lion Restorement, then you go for Rylai, and I don't really know what to build next. You have to find it on your own, depends on the game. What I can advise is like void stuff if you want even more damage and people have a lot of tanks. You can go for Abyssal. You can either go for something for your team like Locket, which grants really powerful shield after the patch, or maybe even Redemption, which is a strong item overall, but I recommend you to just go for AP and do damage as Zyra, because it's her main role, even though you're a support. Matchups, well, Really hard matchup for Zyra is Misfortune. When she's paired with any AD with CC like Jhin or Caitlyn, you have to run away from the slow because you're much squishier than her. Also, her movement speed can just make her dodge any of your skill shots, so be careful for her. I would say Karma is slightly favored for Zyra, and then most of the lanes is who can outplay who. You do a lot of damage, but you're really squishy, so if you manage to dodge some skill shots like Braum Qs or Trash Hooks, you can pretty much win against anyone, but if you get hit, you lose against most of them. So I would recommend you to watch pro players play Zyra, how they avoid dying pretty much, because dealing damage to Zyra is easy, but the hard part is staying alive. Well, I hope you guys will start playing Zyra, because it's one of my favorites support at the moment. She's super strong if you manage to master her. Thank you for watching this H tutorial, and like and subscribe below or somewhere so you can follow us and see this awesome content.